Hey everybody, welcome back to Jamia's Promo, and today we're going to talk about a brand new module that's a part of GoodLock, and it's called Keys Café. Now, if you remember a video I just posted just a few days ago, and I talked about Keys Café, where it looks like I was just a little premature and I uploaded that video a little too early because it wasn't the actual full Keys Café launched application. What I showed you was actually this one here, which is a way that you're able to style your keyboard. So what it looked like in that video and where I showed you where you're able to go is, let's say that we go inside of GoodLock. Now inside of GoodLock, I went over inside of the Family tab. I went inside of Theme Park, because again, you're able to change the theme of how your phone looks. And this one, we went inside of Keyboard. So I knew Keys Café was coming. I knew it was coming probably before anybody else. And so for some reason, I thought this was it, but this was only just a portion of it. This was the way that you're able to style the way you want your keyboard to look. So what we're really talking about today is the full application here inside of Keys Café. So again, just download GoodLock off of the Galaxy Store, head over inside of Family, you'll see Keys Café sitting there. And then this is where you're able to not only style your keyboard, but fully customize it. You can add in different rows. You can change where the letters are. You can make the space bars smaller. You can make some of the letters larger. You can change those secondary letters or symbols in the background to be even different. But I wouldn't fully change it too much. I'll show you what I did with mine. And there's also two different games. You have a sentence practice here and word rain. I'm not going to really cover those too much. You can kind of play with that if you want to. This is a way that you can see how fast you can type. And this one is the words raining down. You have to type out the words to kind of type it away, but we're not going to cover that here today. I really want to cover how you're able to fully customize your keyboard, the style and the color, and then how the keyboard is actually set up. So let me show you what mine looks like. Oh, and if you guys are brand new here at the channel of Jamia's Promo and you guys appreciate these tips, tricks, and tutorials on your Samsung Galaxy devices, don't forget to hit on that subscribe button as well as the bell for all notifications. So I just want to show you what mine looks like just because I'm going to show you the glimpse of what you're able to do. So you can see that I have all of the keyboard here, the number line, as well as a whole line of emojis. Then when I move over into the symbols page, this is what it's going to look like here. And then you can also move over into page 2. I added in these ones right over here. So if you follow me on Twitter and you saw that I tweeted this out and you have no idea what it was a cryptic message letting you know about what is about to be released of a video, showing that you're able to have a whole bunch of, images and symbols on the keyboard. So let's go right inside of Keys Café. We kind of talked a little bit about, creating your own style. You can actually go through these that have pre-made ones of what they look like. So if you don't want to fully create yours from the very beginning, you can choose one of those ones. But if you want to create your own, just hit on that plus and it'll take you right back over inside of that theme park that I just got done showing you. And then there's a whole bunch of different effects you can have if you want a different color effect for all of your different keys. Now, again, I'm not going to change too much. You can go through, you can change what yours looks like. It's actually pretty fun to play with, and you can always revert and you can restart. So let's go into the whole meat and potatoes of this entire application. So this first tab up here is for the keyboard and the way that it's laid out. Then the next one is for the symbols. So as example, here's the keyboard. You just go right inside of Edit. This is where you're able to tap on any of these letters. You can change what is in the background. You can change the width. You can change the height. You can change pretty much all of this stuff here. But one of the things that I do want to show you is this next tab really quick. So this is where you have all your symbols. So if you were trying to change the symbols, this is where you want to go. This is your page 1. And this is your page 2. So for example, if you wanted to change one of these ones, you can just tap on that. You can change the width, you can change the height. So if there's some of these that you think that you might use a little bit more often, you're able to make any of those changes. You can go through here and you can, again, change any of the things that you see down there. So we're just gonna exit. Let me show you what this keyboard does here. So with this keyboard, what I did was how I added in the number and this emoji line, it was that I tapped on this icon here, which is adding in the rows. So I can't add in any more rows. So here's your arrows. If you find it to be helpful to have arrows for some reason on your keyboard, then you're able to add all those in. Now, if you don't want it, you can just simply go right on back. When you first start, you're going to see all of your regular letters. You won't see any of these on the top. When you keep on adding in more rows, you're going to be able to add those in. And then if you don't want any of them, again, you can just go back one of those steps. Now, if you do add in one of those rows, one of the things I highly suggest is that when you're completely done with everything, just go inside of your keyboard at any point in time, hit the settings icon, go down to where it says size and transparency, or just the size, and just make it a little bit taller, because when you add in more rows, it just keeps on getting cramped. So I did bring mine up just a little bit. So how you're able to change these things, let's say that you go to the space bar. Now, if you for some reason want your space bar a little bit bigger, you're able to hit on this little plus button. You can make it bigger, or you can just simply swipe it right there, and you can see how it's making the changes and everything else next to it. So if you feel that this is good, maybe you want this one to be just a little bit bigger, then you're able to make this one just a little bit bigger there. If you want to make the height a little bit bigger, then you can make that one a little bit bigger. And if this is what you like, then you're able to hit a little check mark, and then you can replace what you just got done doing. So what I did was I created this one here that's called checking, because I'm just checking this out. I'm just creating my first one here. I played with it a little bit earlier today. Now, the same thing with all the letters. You can make them wide, you can make them tall, but I wouldn't really, fully do that. You also have all these different letters or little logos and stuff like that on the top, so you can actually change some of those. So if you feel that you don't use that little up arrow, let's say that you don't think that you're ever going to use it, ever. One of the things you're able to do is, let's say we go inside of an emoji, and one of the things that you might use is maybe the puking face. So you can actually have the puking face right there. And then when you hit on a little check mark, let's say you want to replace it. So now the next time that you go right inside of here, what's going to happen is you're going to have a press and hold, and there you go. So it's a way that you're able to, I'm just trying to show you that you're able to change anything for that secondary, symbol or letter. So we're going to go through, I'm actually going to delete that right up over here. So let's go right back into this one. Let's go back inside of edit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on this logo here. I'm going to make sure that this is the one that is highlighted. You can go right on back, and let's say that we wanted to add in that symbol again. So if there's one that you created, you're not really a big fan of it, you can always press and hold. You can actually delete that one, or you can just head right back over inside of the normal simple. You go to apply. And if you wanted to see what it looks like, you can actually go through and edit. And this is what it looks like from the very beginning. So again, as I showed from before, you can add in that number row. You can add in your emoji row. You can add in those arrows. Now the arrows is something I'm not going to do. And you can see how these look different from before. It's just because I went through and I edited all of those ones. So we're going to exit. So let's go inside of the symbols pages. We're going to go through and edit. We're going to start this one over, because right over here on page 2, you can see that, we don't have in what was there from before. But the fun thing that you're able to do is you can add in another page. Now with adding in another page, one of the cool things you can do is, let's say that, page 2, you already have all of these icons and such. On page 3, you can just add in whatever you want. So let's say that maybe right here, you wanted to go through and you put in some words. So let's do this one right here. Let's go to hi. This one over here, we're going to go with sorry. And this one over here, we're going to go with was up. Then you can go through, you can hit on that. We're just going to title this one as hi, save. And then now let's say that we go inside of Twitter, just so you can see it on something other than just regular text messaging. Now if we go inside and we wanted to write something, I can head over inside of my next page. You can see I have 3 pages right here. And then you can see that I got this stuff right there. It's actually pretty fun. So again, you're able to fully customize everything. So we're gonna go back inside of Keys Cafe. Let's say we go inside of making your own keyboard. So these were the ones that we just got done making. And again, if I wanted to start all over and fresh, I'd be able to just do right here. I can hit on apply, and so now we start it all over. But you kind of get the gist of everything that you're able to do here. You're able to fully customize your keyboard on however you want it to look. You can also change how many symbols or what type of symbols you want to use, how many pages you want to use. And then this is just changing the style. Again, just go through, play with it. But let's just state that you went through and you're just not a big fan of what you created. You even went through, you deleted those other keyboards that you've done. Just simply turn this one off. Then when you go inside of your keyboard again, you're going to notice that it's right back to normal of Samsung stock. Everything looks the exact same. You still get your period there. Your second page looks normal, or your symbols, and you got your page 1 and page 2. So again, you can always start fresh. You can delete it. You can turn it off. You can do whatever you want to. But again, just go out there, play with this one. It's actually pretty fun. It is a free application. It's called Keys Cafe. But I hope you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe right over here in the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.